All right. Can you hear me? I know this is a really fancy setup, right? Here, I'm going to check something. Can you guys hear me? Hear me. I know this is a really fancy setup, right? That is a weird echo. Check something. Can you guys hear me? That is a very weird echo. I don't know why it's doing that. Hear me. I know this is a really fancy setup, right? That is a weird echo. Check something. 100% professional stream. I am hearing myself. I'm going to change that. All right. Okay, so, well, we're gonna go with this. It's not a big fancy fancy stream. You're out. It's just gonna be going over the audio. I gotta edit the audio, which is what you can see right here. For the next upcoming episode, we're gonna be doing Carmine's lines. And you can't see it, but I have another screen right here that has the script. So hopefully this works and you'll be able to hear Brockus actually do his lines. Let me see something. Are you guys able to hear Brockus? Because I can hear him in my headphones. I don't know if you guys can hear
him. Just get all of that out of the way. I believe I have my water anyway. All right.
So when I put it through my headphones,
Carmine.
You guys can't hear it. Like that.
Officer Carmine, DeLuca, here to see the chief. Yeah, I didn't get the message until the... fuck. All right, I'll try that one again. Yeah, I didn't get the message until I got...
Okay, so that's better. Hey, we got things. I am I'm good at my job. I swear I'm good at my job. Yeah, that's the waveform. Um, so up top, this is up. You can't see my cursor, but up top is the spectrograph, and then the bottom is the waveform. So if you ever want to see how you sound, like this is how Brockus sounds. This is when you look at it. Like if you watch game theory and stuff like that, and they talk about seeing a message in that, they're talking about the spectrograph at the top. And this is basically what your voice sounds looks like in the spectrograph to when you speak.
All right, so we've got Carmine's lines here in front of me. Time to do some recording. Just get all of that out of the way.
You're also
I have
going to
my
hear
water
the
anyway.
thought processes for,
All right.
for how things happen.
Carmine recordings, take one.
Okay, so I don't need to keep any of that. Stop it. Why are you doing that? Okay. Um, so if you watched the first episode of the podcast or listened to the first episode of the podcast, we decided as the writers and producers of the show that we enjoyed the voice that our friend Brockus did for Officer One so much that we actually turned him into a character. And the name of that character is Officer Carmine DeLuca. Now, he was the one in the Ash Ward that was dealing with the glow stick in the first one with the Vanguard. So he at the end, you didn't like off screen. He got called to the head office, the head department of San Angeles police department, and he's there to meet the chief. So that's kind of what the scene is right now. So you're not gonna hear him. You're not gonna hear the person he's interacting with, um, because it's just his lines. But you're gonna get to hear what's been going on or what's going to be going on.
Officer Carmine DeLuca here to see the chief.
Do it again.
Yeah, I didn't get the message until the...
So what I'm doing is I'm putting space in between each line. So when I go to edit this together, it allows me to pick up the lines that I can just kind of copy and paste them in over and over and over again. Makes it a lot easier to handle.
Yeah.
And for you guys, I try and get rid of breaths. Now, you're supposed to leave some breaths in for like audio narration because the people who listen to the audiobooks want to know that you're human. So hearing you take a breath, things like that, actually is kind of important. But for sake of argument, I try and get rid of as many as possible. Um, because sometimes it's a deep breath, and you're like, and people who listen to that don't want to hear that. It's kind of jarring. If you haven't listened to it, it's the first episode. It's really good. I Ishtar and I are very proud of it.
Yeah, I didn't get the message until I got back to the station.
And for those of you who don't know, if you're listening to audiobooks, your brain can only register so much in a sentence, so sentences usually have to get separated, and there is supposed to be a break there. But you're speaking, so it's different when you're speaking um, to how things are supposed to like go. So there's a set pace that you're supposed to have while you're narrating, but audio lines and speaking lines they can kind of bounce back and forth.
Yeah, I didn't get the message until I got back to the station. I may be late, but what cop is ever on time?
Yeah, that's laughing at his own joke. Very, very good.
Right. Thanks. Um,
Now, for that pause, there is supposed to be an ellipses. Those are the three dots. Normally, well, thank you, Alex. We are proud of it. Like, we put a lot of time and effort into it, and I put a lot of time and effort into writing the script. I'd never done that before. Bonus points writing the script for the first episode allowed me to, write the second script a little bit easier. Um, but I would love to know what you think. Leave a comment, like, share it if you liked it. Anybody who likes podcasts, anybody else who's listening or whatever, share this around. Share the podcast around. But for an ellipses, you're supposed to pause. Now, it's normally it dedicates a pause, and that pause is usually supposed to be a second, maybe longer. So we're going to cut it down to a second. Um, you can see in this, it's a little bit more than a second. Down at the bottom, um, right over where you see the big numbers where it says 00H, 00M, 22S, right next to it, you can see in the lower half it says 1.19. That's how long this pause is. It's 1 second, 1.19 seconds. You're not going to get the or the 0.19 seconds, but your brain registers that there is a pause there.
right. Thanks. Um, you don't know what this is about, do you? Yeah? Who would that be?
Um, for those of you who don't know, this is our friend Brockus. His real name is at the end of it. His real name is Anthony, and he has been a friend of mine for a very long time. He's a tremendous role player and an even better voice. He does voices and things like that. He just needed someone to kind of give him a shot. So we asked him to play the character he's named after that he created for my old podcast, and he was all for it. And that's kind of how this all started. Um, we I don't remember where we were in the car, but Ishtar and I were talking, and we were talking about maybe doing a podcast and how cool it would be if we could get Brockus to play his old character. And sent him a message, and yeah, he was all for it.
Should have seen that coming, huh? All right. Thanks. Should have seen that coming, huh? All right. Thanks.
Does the deep breath.
Calm down, Carmine. You haven't done a damn. You haven't done a damn thing. You haven't gotten written up since you were a rookie. He's not firing you, just knock.
I don't know, Alex. Would you say that Carmine is a bit nervous with that?
Calm down, Carmine. You haven't done a damn. You haven't done a damn thing. You haven't gotten written up since you were a rookie. He's not firing you, just knock.
Because this is audio and audio only. Like I do add visual, not visual stuff to it, but because this is audio, we have to, as voice actors, we have to um, emote and make you guys feel the scene. Yeah, that if you see me smiling while I'm listening to this, it's because I can picture in my head the character doing exactly what I said on the script. Now, on my script, I have I have kind of some direction for the actors, including myself, to give audio cues like Carmine is supposed to take a deep breath, then say calm down. Now, it's perfectly fine for voice actors to improvise. And he didn't take the deep breath, but what he did was so much better. Like I could picture this character in my head, which we do have a picture of Carmine that we will be releasing soon. I can picture him in my head in front of the office door that he's going to be going into, just nervous as hell. And I love that. And it makes me smile that it's hearing it come to life. Does that make sense? Like hearing something I created come to life.
You wanted to see me, sir?
So the person he's supposed to be talking to is the chief of police. Now this chief of police is the chief of police for the entire city of San Angeles. For I don't know if I don't know if you listen to the original podcast, the first episode of the podcast, if you get the idea behind how big San Angeles is supposed to be. So to give you an idea, Tokyo, Tokyo, Japan is uh, well, I should say Japan itself is 50 miles across from east to west. San San Angeles, or was it? Did we measure it with Tokyo, or did we measure it in California? I believe we got measurements for California, and Tokyo itself, or Japan itself, is 50 miles east to west. That is how far San Angeles is, 50 miles. Now, you don't think that's a lot, but you have to understand this is a dense city, so that's 50 miles of freeway, traffic, intersecting streets, buildings, all that stuff. Going north to south, San Angeles is 150 miles. It is quite literally in this world, and if it was a real city, would be the largest city on the planet. And that's what San Angeles is. It is a grouping of just this massive amount of districts. So, in the alternate history that San Angeles would take place in, consider San Angeles. They started buying land for the city and just kept going. So there are so many districts. Like there are a ton of districts that we haven't explored yet that we will, but instead of breaking a city into all of the districts, they have the north, like the police department has the North District, South District, East District, West District, and Central District. And then it's broken down into the smaller ones. Um so like Paz going from the east side of San Angeles in one night on foot 50 miles across to the warehouse district is impressive. So where Carmine is right now is he is in downtown. He is in the central district in the main police department where the chief of police, that is the chief of all the districts, has basically asked him, "Hey, I need to talk to you." Any low life sergeant or low level officer, not low life, low level officer would probably be kind of shitting bricks at this point in time. The big guy is here to um the big guy is wanting to talk to you. Carmine, yes, Carmine has hair. Yeah, and imagining him running his hand through his hair, that'd be cool. That works too. What I'm trying to do through the scripting and soundscaping and putting this all together and directing the actors and things like that and what to do and how to sound, I am trying to put a an image in your guys' head about how this world, along with some of the images if you get a chance to see them, because it's a podcast, I expect you to just be listening, but like getting an image in your head of how all of this is going through. So there's going to be a little bit more description, because you're not watching it. It's not a television show. It's not a movie. It's basically all going on in your head. So if there are going to be action scenes as you saw in the first one. Um but that's all going to be soundscaping and pacing and making sure things sound right. Um, so I can have it go out to you guys, and you guys can just kind of sit back and listen and go, "Oh, okay, that was a fight, or there was a scuffle, or hey, somebody threw something, or stuff like that."
You wanted to see me, sir?
And after I'm done with this, with Brachus's lines, if you guys are interested, I may contact Ishtar to come on and record her lines live so I can direct her in how to do her lines. She won't be on camera or anything, but you'll be able to hear her.
Yeah, sorry about that, sir. I was in the ash ward tonight. I didn't get the message until I got back to the department. Then the trip here.
So I don't have a voice for the chief yet. I'm working something out. But so Carmine says you wanted to see me, sir, so I can.
You wanted to see me, sir?
And then the chief says, "DeLuca, right? Come in, officer. Please. I've been expecting you." And then
Yeah, sorry about that, sir. I was in the ash ward tonight. I didn't get the message until I got back to the department. Then the trip here.
so again, like I said, how big the city is. He's all the way in the west, in the east side, in the Ash Ward, having dealt with, you know, the the outbreak. So trying to give scope. I think he messes up.
Yeah, I had to call a whole medevac for the 2100 Block Street. And I'm actually going to do that one again because I said street. I don't know why I said street.
Okay, so and he told me you messed up, so we get rid of all that. And we move on. It is. He is very good, and he can do accents like I do or like Ishtar does. He role playing with him around a table is absolutely amazing. It's so much fun. Um, but again, his voice is Officer One, which that's all it was labeled in the first one. in the first episode. It's possible. Like, oh, I didn't even think about that. So if you listen to the first podcast, I dropped in quite a few Easter eggs for people to listen to and try and pick out. So if you listen to it, see if you can find them. Put them in the comments. That you found the Easter eggs. 21 Jump Street. I didn't even think of that about the 2100 block. Yeah, I guess that could be an Easter egg.
Yeah, I had to call in a medevac for the 2100 block. The Vanguard unit I was with detected the case of neon flu. So we had to quarantine off the whole damn block. Quarantine off the whole damn block. And then we had to wait for the cleanup crews to get there, spray the whole block. Spray the whole block down. My pot, the Vanguard unit. The Vanguard unit detected another 6 cases in a 4-block radius.
See, now I like all that. Now, the way that I wrote it didn't sound like that. Now, I don't have control over how Brockus wanted to interpret what I said. I didn't put anything special in my script. Um, but he still sounds nervous because he's talking to the chief of the police, not just chief of police, the chief of police for the entirety of San Angeles. And he's trying to explain why he was late. So that's I like how it still sounds like he's trying to be professional. He's trying to, tell him why he was late, but still there's that nervousness in his voice that makes it like, shit, I need to tell my boss exactly what's been going on. Well, when you do get a chance, I hope you enjoy it. I really do. I mean, that's one of the reasons we're doing this. Yeah, we're putting it out there for people to listen to, but we're you know, we're doing this because it's something that we are having fun with. And it's something new for us, and it's something to share our talents. And we have people like you guys who have heard us, create these characters with the old Cringe Book Club and stuff like that. So we decided, you know what? Let's give it a shot.
Yes, sir, I'm covered. Yes, sir.
The reason I'm putting so much space in between, it's for me. Yeah, this is it's not just his boss, it's his boss's boss and his boss's boss's boss. So yeah, this is the big guy of the whole thing. So yeah, he's more than likely just a little nervous.
Oh, actually, that's a question mark. Yes, sir.
See? And he caught it and he fixed it. Well, Alex, speaking of Cringe Book Club, Ishtar and I have been talking, and we are more than likely bringing it back. Um, I already have stuff for OBS and everything for the whole setup. Brand new images, brand new start screen, end screen, the whole thing. We have some ideas for it that are going to be really fun. It's going to be on Thursday nights, though. Do I know when we're going to start that? Not
Yes,
yet.
sir.
Um, more than likely, more than likely, we're going to be restarting Cringe Book Club in the next couple weeks. We need to we need to get the first book, and two, we need to work on a couple things. So you're seeing me now, but what we're going to be doing is so you've seen Antoine. We're going to be doing avatars of ourselves through animes. So we're going to make our own avatars, and we're going to have like a VTuber thing, and we're going to have that going instead of just us. Um, and it's something that's, oh, you don't have to keep it a secret. You don't have to keep it a secret. Um, what we're gonna do, and we're gonna need you guys to participate. Um, we're not just gonna read through the whole book anymore. Like, if you guys are not having fun with the book, and you guys aren't interested in what's going on, we move on to the next book the next time. Is it going to be a weekly thing? We're going to try weekly. We're definitely going to try weekly. If it gets too much that is messing with our schedule doing narration and stuff like that, we'll maybe go to every 2 weeks. But it is definitely something that we are bringing back. It is something we want to have fun with. And it is definitely something that you guys should tune in and enjoy. It is as fun because it allows us to do the way that. So, okay, for you, it's different. You've seen what Ishtar and I look like. You know what we look like. But what the avatars are going to allow us to do is keep a little bit of distance between the characters of the book and us. And you guys can get more into listening to the fun cringe and the fun characters and things like that. Um, it's something that we've decided. Twilight does count as cringe, but that is not going to be one of the books that we're doing as of right now. I don't know what the book is. Oh, the secret thing. If you want to keep it a secret, you can. I haven't announced it completely yet, so this is a secret between you and me, and you can hold that secret until I release it, and then you can laugh and jeer and cheer and say that you knew about it before anybody else. I'll leave that up to you.
Yes, sir. No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. I think I was an ambitious. Damn it. I think I'm as. I think.
Okay. So I think I'm going to leave the voice or the breath in there because it goes with the being. He's again. He's kind of tripping over his words here.
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. I think I'm as ambitious as the next officer. I'm on the job because I want to be. Sir?
VTubing can be fun. Like I enjoy the Antoine VTuber thing. The Antoine avatar that I have. He's fun, he's expressive, and I mean it looks like what Antoine is supposed to look like, so I can't complain. Although, so I know people have a lot of issues with like uh AI art. Now, I don't have a particular ability to draw, let alone animate, and I don't have any money to pay for people to animate, and I don't have money to commission. So like the little shorts that I've put out with the animated AI artwork and stuff, I do put that through. I put it through Grok, and Grok does a decent job of getting what I want. The problem, the problem. Okay, so you see my avatar, and he's all fun, and you know he's kind of anime esque and things like that. How's it going, Ray? And um, I had the so we were able to get Chat GPT to do a really good rendition of what Antoine would look like in real life. So I give Grok the command or the prompt to for the one where Antoine is walking towards the camera for him to smile. It's supposed to be a little bit wider than a human smile should be, and on top of that it's supposed to have shark teeth, like sharp white shark teeth. And well, uh it gave us the realistic looking version of Antoine, and he comes towards the camera and he does that smile, and the only thing I can think of is, holy crap, Antoine is actually terrifying. What he is absolutely nightmare fuel, which goes to show the importance of the character, because not only is he nightmare fuel, but he's able to get people behind him. He's still able to get people behind him and understand his motivations and trust him. But you look at him and you're just like, I'm never going to sleep again because of you. You have turned into my sleep paralysis demon. Thank you very much. So it was very like seeing him in real life would be absolutely terrifying. And I like it, but at the same time, because of what we're doing, because of what Antoine is, it makes a hell of a lot of sense. And I want people to understand that not only is he terrifying, but he's terrifying and convincing. Like once the people he starts trusting and trust him get to know him, they completely forget what he is and just see him as normal. Yeah, that happens. He is a cyber demon. He is, yes. Well, I'm glad you're off work, Ray. I hope you had a non-stressful day. It is a Sunday. Um, After we're done streaming, I will put it up in the Discord and you can take a look, all right?
Sir? No, of course, sir. I could take some more time writing them up at the end of the shift. Carmine's fine, sir.
What is this little thing? So, stuff like this little thing right here, it's always fun. Because you don't know if it's a breath, if it's the start of a word, if it's a cough, if it whatever it is. It's just this little anomaly, and until you listen to it, you don't know. See, it's a click. Now, do we want to keep the click? Probably not. Something like that you don't want to keep. You want to get rid of that.
I don't understand, sir.
So I want to point out that Brockus, the timestamp for all of his lines for Carmine was about 7 minutes. Editing it down already, we've cut it down to 5 minutes and 43.
I don't understand, sir.
All right, we got a bit here.
The Vanguard units. They're fine, I guess. They don't talk unless you talk to them. They are a bit creepy to look at, if you ask me.
Okay, and that breath we can get rid of.
They talk to them unless you talk to them. They are a bit creepy to look at if you ask me. Probably could have spent some time in R&D before sending them out.
So, if you're paying attention, which if you're just listening, you're just listening. It's fine. I'm going back and forth listening to this. So he put a really big gap in between some time in R&D before putting them out.
Probably could have spent some time in R&D before sending them out, you know?
The reason I cut it down is because when you're listening to that, your brain holds on to the fact that there is a long pause there. So it takes it as, oh, something new is starting. Like a new sentence or a new subject of a sentence. You have to cut that down in order to have your brain, as you're listening to it, go, oh, okay, so it's just a temporary pause. He took a breath or something like that. When you're talking to someone face to face, you can see that they're struggling to like kind of say what they're saying, or he took a pause in what he was saying. But since you're just going to be listening to it, there has to be some mental magic that I play around with in order to get you to get when you guys listen for it to sound smoother. Even if the voice sounds rough, and Carmine's voice does sound a little rough. He's a little gruff. He's been on the job for a while. But it makes it sound a little bit smoother. Probably gonna get rid of that too. Cut that down.
Probably could have spent some time in R&D before sending them out, you know? But other than that, they're fine. They do the job, make things easier. They follow protocols and don't have a problem with who you're choosing where to eat for lunch. Who you're choosing where.
All right, so he got himself on that one. He started to say who, and then said you. So we're gonna
Problem with you choosing where to eat for lunch.
we can get rid of all of it. And I also have images of what Vanguard units actually look like. I don't know if I'm gonna do a stinger for the Vanguard.
Let me.
Oh, he wants to put it on.
Let me put that last sentence in. You know what? I'm going to do the whole that line over again because part of it just, I don't know, felt weird. Like I didn't know what I was saying. The Vanguard units.
Okay, so he decided to do it all over.
They do the job.
Oh, he's doing the whole thing over.
The Vanguard units. The Vanguard units? They're fine, I guess. They don't talk much unless you talk to them. They are a bit creepy to look at, if you ask me. They are a bit creepy to look at, if you ask me. Probably could have spent some more time in R&D before sending them out, you know? But other than that, they're fine. They do the job, make things easier, they follow protocols. and don't have a problem with where you're choosing to eat for lunch.
Better. I like that one better. The other one was good too, but I like that one better. I'm glad he did it over. I can't. Let's see. So it just goes off of. I can see in the upper right hand corner, like who's in the chat, but it's only for participants, so it takes into consideration who's talking. But I mean, Ray's listening. Uh, that's all that matters.
What do you mean? I mean, they are good at picking up details, but talking to people is going to be a huge problem. People don't like talking to robots, especially ones that look like they have human skeletons. I mean, I'd be honest, sir, but there are two problems.
Listen up.
I mean, I'd be honest, sir, but there are two.
I don't mind the pause. It's just it's a little too long.
I mean, I'd be honest, sir, but there are two problems.
There we go.
Well, one, the second notation in my application, I know what it is. There was an incident with my supervisor when I was a rookie. I don't really play well with others. I got into it with a senior officer on scene about some witness. It got bad enough that I got sent back to the precinct for the rest of my shift.
All right, Alex. Well, you have a really good evening. I will, like I said, I'll put that video up in the Discord. It'll be under the last free signal, um, uh, under the last free signal chat. You can take a look at it there. But have a good night.
I'm not a detective, so I wouldn't qualify for the program. Sir? But what about my write-up?
I'll let her know you said hi, and uh, if she comes on tonight, I'll tell her.
I never thought I would get something like this. Never thought I would get something like this. When does this all take effect? I don't know what to say, sir. I won't let you down, sir.
All for Carmine, so what do you have to say, Brockus?
All right. I kind of sped through that a bit. If you want me to take it a little slower, definitely let me know. I'm going to start working on the Brockus ones while I send this out, but let me know what you think of it. I kind of got caught up with some other stuff. You know what? I'll explain a text message, so it's fine. I'll explain.
All right. That was really good. I am going to let him know. All right. So now I have to do all the extra stuff to make it sound good. Normalize the dupe. Then we get to compress it. Oh, I gotta add room tone. Just a second. I completely forgot that that had stuff attached to it. It's fine. I know you can't hear anything going on. That's also fine. Hey, Ish. Just popping in to say hi. I just finished Carmine's lines. Brockus did great. I'm gonna start working on Brockus's lines, and then if you want, we can jump into a Discord and have you record yours. What do you mean? What on earth am I doing? I'm doing the things. I will. Brockus did really good with Carmine. I am super happy we turned that into a regular character. Great. letting all of you see all of the stuff that I have and all the files that I have for all of this. Okay. All right, give me just a second so I can bring up the other one. There we go. I am lurking and not here, but here for views. Well, I love you too, and she didn't hear me because the stream is muted. Now, let's get to work on these. These are Brachus's lines for Brachus.
All right, it's time for the big man. Big Bad Brockers. Gonna come in here. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna have lots of fun. I swear, Matt, if you take that and you decide, you know what, this radio drama does need a hillbilly, I will still do the voice, but fuck you for taking a stupid random voice I did and just saying, you know what, we could use one of those.
You know,
Anyway,
there are the
these are the
Warrens.
Brachus lines. I already sent the Carmine lines, so let's just get into it, shall we? All right, Brachus lines, take one.
Okay. Now, I have to get rid of all of that. All right. Pull up my script here.
Shit.
Now, does he remember the Brachus voice? He only had one line.
That's a funny way of saying.
Oh, he does. Good. All right, so we're gonna. They'd be Brockisons. That's horrible.
That's a funny way of saying thank you for saving your ass from being picked up and hauled in.
You made coffee and didn't tell me?
Yes, I made coffee and didn't tell you.
Rude.
Oh.
You want some more?
No, I'm good. You can have the rest.
That's a funny way of saying thank you for saving your ass from being picked up and hauled in.
Not bad.
No, I'm an orc. Over a cliff. Wait, you think.
What was that?
Wait,
Oh, gotta get rid of that. No clicky clicky. No clicky clicky.
wait, you think I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? I don't have cyberpsychosis. Hopefully that doesn't get picked up in the audio.
I don't know. What did you do? I don't hear anything in the audio. What'd you do? What'd you do, Brockus?
You gonna stay on the floor or do you want me to help? Give me your hand. Ew, I didn't like that growl. That grunt.
I mean, it did sound like he was doing something else. Probably for the best that he re-recorded that one. Just saying.
Mm. 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 Mm.
Sounds like he's recording. It sounds like he's recording jumping grunts for a video game. Just different versions of it.
Mm. Mm.
You know what? I'm gonna go with that one. I like that one. Thank you for giving me options.
I think that last one was good.
Imagine this big orc video game jumping, and it just makes me laugh.
You're the runner, right? I'm Brockus. That's Dax. I believe you got something for us.
Let's slow that down a little bit.
I'm Brockus. That's Dax. I believe you got something for us.
Huh?
Mario promised us he could get the package delivered. He said he knew one of the best.
Brockus is sounding a little sassy.
Mario promised us he could get the package delivered. He said he knew one of the best runners in the city. You know what? There was too much of a pause on that one. I'm going to do that again. Mario promised us he could get the package delivered.
Gonna say, sounding a little sassy.
Morrow promised us he could get the package delivered. He said he knew one of the best runners in the city. Just keep the package in your bag for now. Don't bring me into this. I think she said Patrona. Patrona means patron.
The direction I gave for that line was plainly as if he deals with Dax's insanity regularly. You guys haven't met Dax yet, but you will. You'll understand if you. I like that.
Patrona means patron. Dax! Dax!
Didn't mean snapping. Snap your fingers, like snapping at somebody.
Dax! Why don't you just tell her how to decipher the code for next time? Just tell her. Oh, crap. There will be no killing of our producer. Dax, get back to your damn room. It's been a long night. How about we get you something to eat? It's been a long night. How about we get you something to eat? Then after that, we'll get you those credits you're owed. Come on, kitchen is this way. If it were only that easy to shut him up.
So in the first podcast, the first episode, I had a favorite line, and it was the line about the dumplings with the weak no honor and weak taste buds. This um this episode, it's not a huge like line, but the if it were only that easy to shut him up is probably my favorite line.
All right, we're gonna have a big pause here because
I think I'm just gonna let me see what it's like just without it.
if it were only that easy to shut him up.
Better.
All right, we're gonna have a big pause here because this is a lot of Antoine and Sable stuff. Getting back to my line. There's a lot of talk about me. I feel special. Mm-mm. Dax! Dax! Better do what she.
Oh, we can get rid of that. Like I said, those little things, it can be anything.
Better do what she says, Dax. I tried. He just wouldn't stop talking. Then he started talking about her underwear. Yeah, I'll deal with it. You call it entertaining. I call it a powder keg.
I honestly do not know how long this episode is going to be. Because it's a couple more pages than the first one.
She threw a plate at his head. So we got the info from the BSE? You know what? I feel like that one might need. I'm going to do that one again to give you options.
I do like options.
So we got the info from the BSE?
That one's better. I like that one better. Thank you for the option.
So we got the info from the BSE?
Yeah, I like the second one better. So the first time that uh I was putting the lines together for the first episode, Brockus gave me like two or three versions of each line that I had to go through. I enjoyed most of them. There were a couple that I actually spliced together to make the one line, but he's gotten better already about it. More sure of himself.
She's honest, fearless, doesn't back down even when she's scared and in an unknown place. She's got balls. I'll give her that. She don't like Dex, though. He got under her skin like a tick. Like he does with everyone.
Gonna keep that.
Like he does with everyone. You like her. She take the bait. She's got a good head on her shoulders to boot. And if there's less than what you expected, I may do it just to see that happen. And now you're stuck with us.
I do believe that's his last line.
All right, it looks like
Yeah. That is the last line. Lit. Do all of the things. So this is pretty much what I do for every single chapter as well. I have to go through, edit out voices or edit out breaths, fix voices, fix sentences. For every chapter that Ishtar and I record for audio narration. It takes a lot longer than you think. And then you do have to put it through a check to, and that's what I'm doing. Um, I'm making it the same standards that is for ACX and Audible and things like that. Um, so I have to add, like, we get it so quiet by editing out breaths and things like that, that we actually have to give it like a silent room tone, or else your brain on a primal level starts to think that something's wrong. So there's a silent like room tone whenever you're listening to like an audiobook. There's this like really faint room tone, which is this stuff right here, this little red stuff that is making it so your brain thinks that everything is okay. So we're going to export that because Brock's lines are done. All right. For those of you here, do you want to hear a live direction of lines being recorded? 'Cause if you do, that's what we're going to do. Let me go ahead and message Ishtar. Now, you're not going to be able to see, like, her, because she has to record it from her end. So you're not going to see it in my screen. But you should be able to hear her. I say should. You know what? Let me go see. I'll be right back. Never mind. She got back to me. I didn't have to, go scream at her. Well, she's in our recording booth. So it's not that the recording will sound better from her end because we have like a professional grade microphone. Don't get me wrong, the microphone that I'm using right here is actually a really good microphone, but it is a USB microphone. So it's not normally what they're asking for.
Hey, you.
Hi.
You decided to start a voice call.
Yeah. Let's see if they can hear you.
Okay.
Ray, can you hear her?
Ray. Ray.
He has not responded yet. Okay.
You can hear.
Yeah.
Hear me. Not just her. Me.
Okay, so how do you want to do this?
Well, I was about to ask you that question, Mr. Editor. Do you want me to do each voice in its own file?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Did I need? I don't remember who was doing secretary. Was that me or you?
You.
Okay, so we'll start with that one. My coffee is not as good as the coffee you make.
I'm sorry. So you have
So
your.
I'm gonna be recording this on my end.
I figured. I don't think you can hear me on your end, on the recording though. Like you're not supposed to hear me, but what I'm saying is I don't think you can. Never mind.
No, it's not picking you up.
Okay.
Because I'm only hearing you through my headphones, and the headphones are not connected to my microphone.
Okay. So you are in your your audio booth,
My cozy little booth.
the professional cozy booth that gets really warm.
Professional.
Do we get paid for this?
We do.
Then it's
But
professional.
The booth itself is semi-professional because it's got flowers and girly shit on the walls.
That's because you chose flowers and girly shit on the walls for soundproofing.
That's because we were DIYing the baffles, and I'm a girl and I like flowers.
Okay, so secretary only has a couple of lines.
Okay.
You can use your normal voice, or you can come up with something if you want.
All right.
Ready when you are.
Of course, officer. Chief Graves is expecting. Do you want me to just go on to the lines, or do you want me to put like a click between each line like I do with other things?
If you want to do the click, go ahead.
Okay. Yes. Well, even if that is true, you're here. You probably don't want to keep him waiting too much longer. I can't say that I do, officer, but I do know the best person to ask. Chief Graves.
There's one more.
I know, I had to scroll down.
Oh.
Just down the officer. Just down the officer hall.
Do you want to try that one over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just down the hall, officer.
All right. Sounded good. That was almost your customer service voice.
It was getting there. Okay, so that's it for the secretary. No, this is not in the Great Fairy Rescue. Episode 2.
Hey, Dark. Well, you missed all of the editing of Brockus's and the other characters' lines already, but we are doing a live record, a directed character record with Ishtar doing her characters, so you get to hear it.
Alright. You can't just throw people around. What shit? You're a fucking poser.
So I'm hoping, because I'm getting it, like, distorted. I know for a fact that it's not going to be distorted when you're doing, when I get it. At least I hope.
No. I mean, you're getting... Maybe you're getting it distorted because I'm recording as well as streaming through the computer. I can switch over to our voice chat on my phone and see if that works better.
No, this is fine. If
You sure?
Yeah, because if I get the files and they're messed up, well, I just make you do them over.
It shouldn't be messed up. Alright, where was I?
Oh shit, you're a fucking poser.
I just finished that one. Get back, get back! I don't want to be overclocked. Don't even look human! You meant to do that to yourself? Crap, now there's two of you. You all chrome on the inside too? What? Thanks, I guess? Yeah, heads. Yeah, right here. Not one of the best. I am the best. I'm just getting the package. Calm down. Are you kidding me? I had to travel 50 miles to get here. I want this thing gone, get my credits, and catch the first bus back. Now, do you want this or not? Do you know what I had to do to get this here? Mario is all the way on the damn east side of San Angeles. To run through the Ashford, avoid the downtown district, go further north to bypass all the damn Vanguard in the Elysian Quarter, truck to make up time, which put me in the Warrens in the middle of the damn night. Then I run from some jacket, and then I end up here. And then get here and look at my screen to find the place, and I see 122 and an 8. I almost got pinched because of a stupid joke of an address. So if you don't mind, I'd like to give you whatever this crap is, get my credits, and go home.
I like that.
Which part?
All of it. Like the build up.
Okay,
I like the build up. Like she's frustrated at the beginning, but the build up all the way through.
okay, good. I was hoping to nail that. There's no such thing as an eighth of an address. Una, I know you don't always do things clearly. How could you send me to these people? Next time? What makes you think there's gonna be a next time? Notes? There weren't any notes with the damn job. Weird. I gotta lean back for this one. Brace your ears, guys. You forgot the hint? Through a cloud of the neon flew, when the garbage truck get picked up by a dumb robot and all I could say is, look here. I'm gonna check my earring someplace really uncomfortable. I'm glad you liked that.
All right, so you got to sound like you're struggling again. Paz has to sound like she's struggling against Brockus's grip.
Yeah, I see the note. Let me go. Fine. Food, credits, and then I punch him in the nose.
All right, we got to skip past the next scene because she's not in it.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. And why the hell would I tell you that? No, you stupido. I don't want or need you showing up at my place suddenly because you think we're besties. Do you think I would want to know that? What did it have to do with anything?
Have you been
All right,
practicing?
I have not practiced this yet, so I'm just gonna skip it. I'm gonna come back.
Well, at least
Okay.
try it.
Hey, voy a enseñar. I don't wanna try it live because I'm gonna mangle the
Te voy a enseñar lo que es aburrido.
I'm gonna practice it and then I'm gonna come back and insert it.
Okay.
Insert Spanish. I don't wear granny panties.
Sound a little bit more annoyed with that. I mean, he's
Okay. I don't wear granny panties.
Better.
Insert more Spanish. Line. He got lucky. The next thing I was gonna throw was gonna be pointy.
You forgot a yeah.
There. There's no yeah.
And there is.
There it is. Yeah.
All right. Now do the
He got lucky. The next thing I was gonna throw was. I know what.
Okay.
He got lucky. The next thing I was gonna throw was gonna be pointy. Can you just take these so I can get paid and go home? It's been a long night. Can't you just take it? I don't like playing games like this. I'm just a runner. Let's just get this over with. Yeah, can you turn the lights on, please? When I give you your damn package, get paid and go home. Yes. Can I get paid, please? My patience is starting to run out here. Just turn on the lights so I can hand you your damn package, get paid, and go home. I'm gonna edit that line. I don't. She doesn't need to say get paid twice in one sentence.
Okay. Go for it. I would do like something like, look, my patience is starting to run out here.
All right, hold on. Yeah. Look, my patience is starting to run out here. Just turn on the lights so I can hand you your damn package and go home. Yeah, well, your friend is an asshole. Hey, I've seen. Oh shit. I know who you are. You're the guy with the red hoodie and the big bug eyes. I see it tagged all over the place. Can I get my credits, please? Don't have energy to deal with this all anymore. Mm.
For that one,
I don't have the energy to deal with this anymore. Yes?
that works. Well, you do that one over. Make it a little bit more whiny. Not like she's pleading, more pleading. So um, I don't have the energy to deal with this anymore.
All right. Hold on. I don't have the energy to deal with this anymore. You're gonna pay me or just look at the thing. It's an e-link. Everyone has them. How did you? No. You know what? I don't care. And you want this damn package or not? Yeah? What's that? Are you kidding me? A good way of getting yourself dead. That package? That's your business, not mine. I risked my freedom for the credits you just paid me. I don't care about what that is. You wanted it, nothing to do with me. You'll survive as long as I have by snooping into people's packages. You done here? Yeah, maybe. Thanks. That's good. I don't feel like doing any more running tonight. Any more running this morning, it seems. If you're gonna request me again, don't let the blonde dork inside make the request. I don't do games. Adios.
I believe that's all of Paz's lines.
Well, yes, I will practice the Spanish. I just need to listen to a few repetitions, and I can do it.
Okay.
Which means I need to get like Google Translate or something to do it for me.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Well, let's see. Yes. Okay. I have uh, so in the last free signal folder, I now have season 1 and then the episode folders.
Okay.
Figured might as well just do it now since we plan on having more seasons.
All right, Ray. Have a good night.
Night, Ray. Yeah, they can be a little difficult. The Spanish one is self-taught, honestly. I don't speak Spanish. I've only heard people doing it.
I
But
still
I'm glad it's convincing.
I still have to write up a mini argument to be played in the background.
Yep. All right. So
Scene
last
3.
character, scene 3.
Yep.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
She made it from the east side of here in a single night. She's either extremely talented or Mario. It's a good thing, too, because all it paid for Mario to lose that little bastion of comfort would be another message from Bebop. Then his little ivory tower crumbled. Fashion happy again. The runners take all the risk. He just ends up dumb. One gets picked off, just hires another one to do the same job. And that's why I like you. I can just find another inside man. Always someone willing to do something for the right amount of credits. Ugh. You've got your head clouds. We may be trying to spread a message. If that message doesn't get out, then everything we're trying to do is about as useless as a box of random wire. If you say so. I do trust you. Or else I wouldn't be here, cooped up in the warehouse someone died. If I didn't trust you and what you were trying to accomplish, I'd have laughed in your face. The same thing I see every time. Dax. Temper. Frustration. Anger. Annoyance. Dax putting his foot. Rock is having to play sentry, making sure our tech guru doesn't get his wings clipped. Why? Then who is you? You really need to get out of You spend so much time in here trying to predict what people are. You're forgetting that we have programs. People change their mind, change their pattern. And right now, that runner off taxes teeth out. If we get out there and do something, well, it doesn't sound like it's going to calm down. You seem pretty confident about that. You hired him because he's funny. And being the size of a small mountain, bonus. Oh. Antoine, he's not calming down. Antoine, she's going to hurt Dax. You've got. Fine. One of these times, you're going to be wrong. And I'm going to pull your ass out of the fire.
No notes. That was good.
Awesome. Here we go. Dax, do us all a favor and shut your mouth before I have Brockus hang you by your toes in the studio. I don't care what you were doing. Get out of the kitchen. I don't care where you go. Just get out of here before I actually let her punch you in the face. You're supposed to keep a muzzle on. That's right. I'm sorry about Dax. You know that filter you're born with between your brain and your mouth? He was born. And all of us are meant to suffer his lack of cohesive social.
Can you make that one sound a little bit more vicious? Like she's put up with it more than she wants to?
Sure. He was born without it, and all of us are meant to suffer his lack of cohesive.
Better.
I appreciate your respect. Of course, come with me. The person you're actually supposed to deliver it to has been indisposed. He should be. It will only take a moment. He's very particular about how he does things. I know this is an inconvenience. It won't take long. I promise. Follow me. Brockus, go deal with it. Here we are. Right this way. The coast should be clear by now. You've been in here long enough. Those out there will have thought they lost you. But don't do anything too reckless, Pam. A good runner is fine. A smart runner is smarter. I'll make sure to have Brockus make the It will be direct. I'd have to. You let that carry on far.
On that one, what's the best way that I could put it? A tired sigh, and then like I have to agree. Kind of.
Okay. All right. Exasperated.
Yeah.
I'd have to. You let that carry on. Oh. Did you get what you wanted? So, Brocken, what's your rate? He likes everybody who does a good job, bets their eyes at him. Yes, the new runner is fun. Barkley. Where do we go from here?
Can you do that one a little bit more annoyed for the first sentence? Um, the first time we did the read through, you did it really well. She's still a little bit jealous, so it's
Okay.
yes, the new runner is fun and sparkly.
All right. Yes, the new runner is fun. Barkley. Where do we go from here? You could do that. And then I could get up and walk across the table, slap that pretty black face of yours. Give it a chance. Because you're the one that hired her. Sorry, Stream Captain. There's no rest. And since you never sleep, that would make you the wicked. On that note, I think I'm going to sit there. Brocket, I'm stealing. Have a good morning. Okay.
Can you do? Can you do the Baracus, I'm stealing your body wash a little bit more playful?
Rockets, I'm stealing your body wash. Have a good morning.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, that's me done.
Yep, and all I have to do is record my stuff now.
Yay! Good. Woo-hoo.
Well, I got Brockus's lines edited. I will get your stuff situated, and I will record all my stuff tomorrow. Because you still have more recording to do tonight.
Alright. I'm gonna be recording all week. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just talking about this evening.
Yeah, I still have more recording to do. I have to do Meltopia, and I have to continue doing chapters.
Don't you have the other one as well?
Yeah, it's part of Meltopia.
Oh.
What are you
Sorry,
doing for Meltopia this week?
I am just used to. Ooh, excuse me. I am just used to doing, Gentlemen from Hell. I have 2 to do this week.
Aren't you special?
Alright. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Well, I do hope that it actually carried. I hope that it recorded better than it sounded over Discord. Otherwise, she's gonna have to do it again. But thank you for you guys joining me. It's gonna be it for tonight. I may do this again. For those of you who want to know a secret, you're gonna have to listen to the beginning of the stream when I'm talking to Alex, because there is something that I let slip. So, thank you guys for joining me here, doing the editing thing, and I will get all this stuff set together and put together and edited together, and we will have another episode coming out soon. So, I guess I will see you guys later. Bye.